So the big question today is, how did you learn about love? Is love actually learnable in old age? Today I'll be sharing about learning about love and some big 3 challenges that you might be experiencing. My name is Joan Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. Yesterday was a beautiful, amazing night. It was a night at the opera. This was my first time at the opera, and it was so tear-jerking, mind-blowing, just absolutely phenomenal. So the story of La Boheme was about 2 people, poor people, broke people who had no money, were out in the cold in winter, but they found each other and fell in love. Rodolfo and Mimi. Their relationship was beautiful. She would sing to him. He would write to her because he was a poet. And it was just amazing. After a while, Rodolfo realizes that financially, he cannot afford to take care of Mimi. And so he proposes a breakup. Mimi is heartbroken. They go their separate ways. She ends up marrying a rich man. And life goes on. But then adversity strikes. She's ill. And as she's about to die, she doesn't want to die in the arms of her rich husband. She wants to die in the arms of her true love. So she goes searching for Rodolfo, finds him, and is there in the final moments. They express all their love to each other, and she dies in his arms. Talk about tear-jerking moments. It was so emotional. At the end of the show, a lady came up to us and she was like, "Oh, how did you find it? Did you enjoy it?" And we're like, "Oh my God, yes, a first experience." And she was like, "Oh, she's been watching and listening to things like this since she was like 3 years old. She knows every note, she knows every..." And we're just fascinated thinking, wow, at such a young age, you're exposed to this kind of love. And that got me thinking, how did you learn about love? How did I learn about love? The truth is, for most of us, we learned about love through reading Mills and Boons when we were younger, or watching a lot of romantic movies. Or as we grew older, we started to learn about love through the lens of our parents or other people that we knew were in relationship or marriages and their own experiences. And that defined what love looks like. Doesn't mean that that's real love, but it's just what our idea of love is. And the honest truth is, for most of us who learned about love through our parents, we didn't grow up in loving homes. So we really don't understand what love looks like. We might think we do. We know what it should look like, but we don't know because we haven't really experienced it. A lot of the love that we received from our parents were conditional. There were conditions that needed to be met before you were a good child and you were a loving child. Heck, in my household, we didn't even say, "I love you." I love you was like, your school fees were being paid, you have a roof over your head, you have food on the table. There you go. That is the "I love you" that you're going to get from your parents. So for a lot of us, it's unfamiliar ground. We just don't know what it looks like. And at the end of the day, you truly can't give what you don't know, what you aren't. So that's where the struggle begins. A lot of us dive into the relationship world trying to find a love that we read in movies or we've seen or we've fantasized about without really truly understanding what true love feels like, looks like, and what it means to unconditionally love someone. That's the bad news. But here is the good news. The good news is it starts with realizing that maybe you don't know what love is. Maybe you truly have never experienced that kind of love. The one that is effortless, the one that is unconditional, the one that surpasses everything, the one that is all that matters, the one that is the cornerstone of everything that you're building, your reason for existence, the love that God, the divine, is, because He is love and we are supposed to be loved too. But if we don't even know what love is, how can we show up in a loving way? How can we attract a person who's going to love us? We don't even truly love ourselves. So the first step is really becoming aware that maybe we don't really know what love is. And then going on to seek that information. How can I learn more about love? How can I go through experiences? Like for me yesterday, just seeing that, honestly, I know David has been telling me forever that love is what really matters. And I just pictured myself as Mimi on my deathbed, Would I want to be in a luxurious 5-star hotel on my deathbed on my own with someone I don't love? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, love truly is a gift, and it's truly what matters in a relationship. It doesn't mean that we don't desire other things to be in place. Yes, but without love, you have nothing else. It doesn't even matter. So, seek information about love. How can you learn about love? Seek out people who have a relationship that inspires you, that you admire. Like, for instance, yesterday, obviously at the opera, lots of couples, but there was a couple who sat beside us and they had been married for 42 years. I don't remember last time. Anyway, 42 years. And you could see that they were still so in love. They were so playful. It was just amazing to watch. It was just simply amazing. So seek out people like that can inspire you and show you a glimpse of what a true loving relationship looks like. If you want to go a bit further, maybe read some more books about, not the romantic novels, now books about love that talks about how to find love, how to be in love, how to show up as a loving partner, things that you need to change, things that you need to open up within your heart, things that you need to embrace. Go to workshops, go to conferences, take classes, invest in learning about love. I'm telling you, love is the biggest gift that you would ever experience. It determines so much in your life. It is so critical about your life and your growth that you need to invest in learning about love. The third thing that you can do is to hire a dating or relationship coach. I know in my own journey, when I started to obviously realized that I was attracting the wrong people and really having terrible relationships, I decided to start investing. So I was reading, I was learning. But then I thought, no, I wanted a more personalized a learning process. So I went and I had a couple of dating coaches, and it was transformational for my life, because they were like mirrors. They were the light bulb. No, look at yourself. I was so busy trying to blame everybody else outside. But the truth was, I didn't even have love inside of me. I couldn't even look in the mirror and say to myself, I love you, Joan. I was like, ew, oh, that sounds yucky. Hell no, not doing that. But I had to go and introspect and really, really face all my demons, all my fears with somebody who's walked the line, who could guide me on this journey. Because it is a journey to unlearn everything that we thought we knew about love and then embrace this new found truth about what love is. So those are the 3 things that you can do. Learn. Find somebody who's done it, who's in it, who you can learn from. Read, attend workshops, classes, gather info, just soak it all up. And thirdly, hire a dating or relationship coach that can help you along this journey. We all deserve to be loved. We all deserve a love story like Rodolfo and Mimi. We don't want to end this life alone, cold, in your 5-star bougie luxurious bed. No, you want to be able to say, I lived a life, I loved, I experienced what true love is, and now I'm ready to go. There's no greater gift. No greater gift. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know where you learned about love when you were growing up, and how that has either enhanced or clouded your judgment or interpretation of what love is and how that affects your relationships. Thanks for listening to today's episode on the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. Till next time, sending you love and light.